Say hello to Luminar Mobile for Android is our topic today on Luminar Coffee Break. Let's see what we can accomplish in 10 minutes or less, starting now. Hello everyone and welcome. So what's really cool is we just launched Luminar Mobile for Android. And I can't wait to show you this, but what I want to talk more about is the workflow. When would you use a mobile app versus your regular desktop and so on? So think of it this way. Think of the photos you're going to take. Now, there's two schools of thoughts here. The photos you're going to take, let's say you're traveling and you just want photos for reference to show people, hey, this is where we were. This is what we did on this vacation. That's a nice mobile app. If you want something a little bit different, and let's say there's a lot of people out there, Rick Salmon, for example, Scott Kelby, they're doing phenomenal things with their phones. Just apps, mobile photography. They love it. It's incredible. That's a totally separate area that we could be working on. So the two areas that I'm going to talk about today, one is if you want to use a better app than what you already have with your phone that's built in, that's where Luminar Mobile comes in. We have it on the iPad platform, and we also have it for the Android. So I'll give you a couple examples. Let me just get all this set up. Now, I had to warn you, this is live. So you know what that means. I'm taking a huge chance, and I tried to put my phone in do not disturb mode, but then it wasn't working. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that I have it all set first before I start displaying. Yep, I got it all set for you. All right, and here we go. So let me share my desktop. And a little picture-in-picture here. Let me move this out of the way. All right. So right now you should be able to see my Luminar Mobile. Yep, there it is. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of the way for you so you can see this. If I turn the phone sideways, now I'm able to have full view of the entire display, the entire interface. So I'm going to click on, there's photo gallery, file management, and take a photo. So if you're out and about to take a photo, use the take the photo. If you already taken it and you want to go back through your camera roll, use the photo gallery here. File management is going to let you look at all the images on your phone. And you can also pull images from the cloud. Now, I just gathered a couple of these. So let's do this one here first. All right. So here I was with Jim Nix. We're out in Utah doing the shoot. I just did a quick reference shot. Just wanted to see what the location we were at. So I'm going to start with Enhance AI. Now watch this. Same thing with Luminar Neo. That one slider automatically improves color, detail, tone, and depth. Now, if I click on the word Enhance AI again, it's going to minimize that tool. Now I can move on to the next one. Light, think of this as your develop tool. So from here, I do want to enrich the black tones a little bit. And the shadows, I'm going to bump up a little, bring the highlights down, and then the white points. That's good. I like what I was looking so far. I do want to come in and I want to change, get it out of detail. I do want to come in and I want to change the sky. So on the left-hand side, I'm going to come down. And if you notice, I'm clicking on the very last icon. Now, let's just put a different sky in there. Ooh, that's pretty cool. You know what? I'm going to go with this one right here. I like that one. Now I'm going to go back to the develop tool. And I'm just clicking on, you can see it right here, that little button in the middle. Now we do have a landscape. Let me close these out here. We do have a landscape tool or a section. So if I click on that, let's see what it's going to do for us. That's going to work on the dehaze. Ooh, look at that. Oh, look how that's adding a nice golden hour to it. And any of the foliage. All right. So I have that set. Now, because I added that sky, I do want to come into structure. And I just love adding extra structure to it. Now, I'm going to click on the middle. I'm going to click on the image itself. It's going to give me the original. And then there's the enhanced image. When I'm done, if I click on the share tool, I can save it to my gallery, which will put it back to my phone, or I can save it to a folder, either on my phone or in the cloud, or I could share it. In this case, I'm not going to do it now. I would share this to Jim Nix, write something comical, maybe a little, hey, Jim, remember the shot we took? Here it is. I did a quick edit. This is what I wish I had when we were in Iceland, because as photographers, we want to get our images out as soon as possible, but we don't want to put unprocessed images in. Now, people, as photographers, give you a little leeway because it's a smartphone, no problem. But how cool is this? Now we can take the photos that we want, enhance them, and then upload them. All right? So I have that, but I'm not going to save this for now. I'm going to exit out of it. And let's go back to the file management. All right, you know what? I'll use me. So my goddaughter Morgan took this photo of me. Let's go with Enhance AI. I'm going to zoom in. And by the way, I'm zooming in by using 2 fingers and I'm just pinching. All right, there's Enhance AI. I do want to improve the black tones. Yeah, look, it's going to make my black shirt look a lot better. And bring out the white. I need the highlight. Yeah, look what the highlight's doing to my skin tone. That's nice. This is for exposure. If I double tap it, it resets it. So that looks good, right? But what I want to do is I want to come into contrast, shed just a little bit. And then we've already talked about Structure AI, how much I love it. But here it is, Relight. So let's do the Relight tool. Now I'm going to zoom back out so you can see me more. So I can do, again, like we do in Luminar Neo, I can adjust the light source from furthest away to what's closest to the camera. So let's make the background a little bit darker. And here's the foreground. What's brightness is near. I'm going to double tap. I don't need to do that because I like where that is. I just like the idea that the background's a little bit darker. Now, if I turn off the tool, I'll be able to see the before and after of what that tool is doing. So here we are. And of course, right here is going to work on the depth. Got it. All right, let's see it. Before and after. Here's the original. There it is. And again, I can send this off once I hit the share button. But you know what I do want to do with this image? I'm going to come down here to the crop, or up to the crop tool. Since I'm going to post this on, let's say, Facebook or Instagram, I'll choose that. I don't like how my hand is down on the bottom. So let's crop that out. Get a little tighter. You know what? Let's see. I have no problem cutting heads. In this case, it doesn't look good, so I'm not going to do it. Give a little breathing room. Right about there. All right. There it is. And now I have it. All right, let's do a couple more. So we have that set. Oh, let's do this. Here's my goddaughter, Amanda Lusant. So I took this shot with her. Again, it was a quick reference. So let's start with cropping. And we're going to put this for an Instagram, Facebook. Let's see what the story looks like. You know what? I do like the story. Actually, I would like it like this for the story, but I want to show you the erase tool. So I need a little more room. Let's go here. All right, right about there. That looks good. All right. And actually, you know what I'm going to do is I need to move it way over for a minute because I do want to show you that crop tool or the erase tool. All right. So let's say we have the image like this, but I don't want that stripe, the distracting on the pavement. So let's come over here to erase, adjust the brush size first. Then I'm going to come in and delicately try to erase it. Now remember, this is using it is using proximity. So if you get too close to, let's say, the car or something, you're going to pick up those pixels. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to zoom in. All right, let's hit the erase tool again. Now I have a better, there we go. Now erase. Good. Now, because this is non-destructive, I could come back in and reapply it right about there. Awesome. Now that we have it set, we can do the same thing you saw me do earlier. I can adjust it and go from there. All right. Now let me show you one more that I really like. You give a bunch of teenagers your camera phone while you're in the middle of doing a class. We're teaching. I gave this group of kids my phone. I was with Angie Birmingham for the sharpshooters. Told them, get behind the scene photos. When I gave them to the twins, look at the photos they did. So let's start again, this time with light. And I am going to bring the exposure down just a little bit because it's backlit. Bring the white down. Bring down the highlights, the shadows, and the black tones. All right, you know what? Let's bump up the shadows. Yeah, right about there. All right. So yeah, I'm going to leave that before and after. All right, we have that, but here's what I really wanted to show you. And by the way, I would just come in, and that's my Enhance AI is my go-to. All right, well, what we want to do for the twins, I'm going to zoom in, is they're going to want me to do skin softening on them. So let's apply a little skin softening, remove a little bit of the shine, zoom in a little bit more. It's doing pretty good. And because they're teenagers, I'm going to turn on the blemish removal. And look at that. Ready? Before, after. Look at the difference. And then from here, zoom back out. You know what? Let's add a little vignette to this one. Right about there. That looks good. Now, what would I do with this? So from here, while we were there at the event and I saw this, I would have edited it like I just did and then sent it to the girls so they could have access to this immediately. And then they also have my version. Or let's say I wanted to post this on Instagram or Facebook or on any social media. And let's say telling their family, hey, here we are with the sharpshooters with Angie. Here's a great shot the twins took. Look how creative they are. And now it's an edited photo that looks really good. Otherwise, I'd have to wait till the end of the night, download it to my computer, do the edits, and then take it from there. So how cool is this that we're able to do that we're able to take our images with us on the go? And again, I wish I had that in Iceland. So I want you to think, the iPhones, the Samsung Galaxy, they all have good apps that are included on their phone for editing. But keep in mind, it's a generic app that encompasses everything. The team at Skylum decided we are going to make a special app strictly for photographers. The tools that photographers use and love, that's what we're going to create this for. Now that, let's say I did all this and I saved it to my phone itself. Well, you know what? Let me show you that real quick. So I have it here. Let's say we'll use the girl's image. Let me tap out of, there we go. So I have the girl's image. I'm going to save it to my photo gallery. Now that it's saved to my photo gallery, give it a moment. There it is. Now let me, just in case, I'm going to go off the screen for a moment so you don't see my entire phone. Here we go. Now I launched Luminar Share. So I launched Luminar Share, and I need to scan the QR code. So up here, let's come in and connect, scan the QR code. Once I do, now I'm going to be connected. There I am. Now I'm connected. I want to send photos to Luminar Neo. So you've always seen me do this before where I sent the images from Neo to my phone. Well, now let's do the opposite. So now that I just did this, I'm going to send it to Luminar Neo. And in just a moment, here it is. Luminar share. And there it is. Now I have it from my phone, the edited version. The version we just edited on my phone, brought it onto here. I could save it, store it. I could add extra features to it. How cool is that? So that's how we could use Luminar Mobile with Luminar Neo. It works in the same ecosystem, in the same environment overall. All right. So there we have it. Now, if you don't have a copy of Luminar Neo, scan this QR code. And I think, I'm not positive, that code also gives you 10% off anything on the Luminar Marketplace. Try it on the Luminar mobile app. See, maybe there is. Maybe you can use that code to get a discount on the app itself. Either way, thanks so much for supporting Skylum with all of our new products and our techniques. So if you don't have Luminar Mobile, go to the Skylum website, check it out, look at it, download it, try it on your photos and see what difference it can make. Now, this is a live show, so therefore, all the people that are here behind the scenes, please stick around for the Ask Me Anything segment. For everyone else, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you at the next coffee break.